which is that messy people are...
Oh, hey, come on in. Please pardon the mess. Well, all of this is because I rearranged some stuff and I never got back to finishing it, and then I wasn't home, and so it all kind of piled up on the table. We really don't live like this with the table looking like that. So welcome if you're new here. My name is Johanna. I'm glad for everyone who has come back again. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming and watching my videos. And today it is a mad dash to get the house clean because we are on our way for a little weekend getaway. And I didn't want to come back to this. Also, I'm going to show you how I kind of rearranged my living room a little bit. This layout is awful, and I think I'm going to explain that in a minute. But we live in a small, single-wide mobile home. There's just no room. There's so many doors in the living room. Yeah, it's just bothered me for so long, but I finally feel like maybe I can be happy with it now. So we were gifted a little trip to the coast and to a retreat. So I just thought that was just a wonderful thing to be able to do in the fall. So hang around to the end of the video for a few highlights from our little trip. I don't have any makeup on. It's been a long day, and I decided to come and clean the house because I haven't been able to clean it like all week. I've been so busy and gone. This house just piled up, and so as you could see, but I've been always had since we've moved in here, a real problem with the living room. And this past weekend, I think it was, or late last week, I finally figured out a way that I am not so miserable in my living room. Because see, we put in a wood stove, someone added in, okay, this is a single wide, we put in a wood stove in the corner, somebody added an extra room off the living room, so maybe that used to be a window, but now it's a door, so you can't really put things in front of the door. And you know, it's open to the kitchen, it's got a bedroom door, a front door, it's got so many doors and things, it's just like, there's no way to arrange it or rearrange it. Okay, our couch is a little too big for this room, which is probably really easy to do. And so we have just a few pieces of furniture in here that really have to stay. The TV has to stay. We have an old tiny cabinet that has to stay. We have a chair, a couch. And so I figured out a way that I'm a little more happy with my living room, so I'm going to show that to you. Okay, so my house is obviously not a showroom. I have lots of things I need to work on. Cords hanging around, and oh my goodness, holes in the wall, and droopy curtain rods that I need to put a thing up on. So I got a lot of stuff to do. But I used to have a bigger shelf over here. At one point it was like, it went to under the curtain, like it squashed into that corner, and it was white, and I liked it, you know, I liked having the bookshelf there and all the books and stuff. But when I had that there, the couch was scooted down more towards the door, wasn't centered on the window. It still really isn't exactly centered on the window, but mostly it is. So I decided I need to have this thing centered on the window. I need to have make some kind of sense in this living room. And it always bothered me since I got this rug that diamond was not centered in front of the couch, because my rug was going long ways and everything was like wonky. It was driving me crazy. And so I decided, okay, I'm taking the shelf out, which I took the shelf out. I centered the couch mostly above the window, and then I said, I have to change this rug because this rug is an 8x10, and this room is not very big, and it's so huge. It was like, it could barely fit because we got this weird pole over there. So yeah, the kitchen's a little mess. And we've got this right here, and we've got a friendly little spider. Oh my gosh. Oh. And so I centered the couch, and then I centered the rug to the couch, and the couch to the window. And then I had to take this out of my daughter's room because she had too much stuff in there. And surprisingly, like, I really like it here. I was so surprised. And so then I just put some of my favorite things on here. I don't know if it'll all stay here like this, but I love looking at these books, different books, and my great grandma's shelf. My daughter made this for me, blown glass, family picture, some of my books, and my daughter painted this pretty little ocean picture, and I just set it on a basket, which has papers in it right now, but I'm going to store something else in there when I get to it. My little doorknob and another basket for junk. And then under there, this was in my kids' room, so she had games in there, so like, I'm just gonna leave the games. And so, hey, I have this little, whatever the heck it is, and that nice red spot on the carpet. I cannot get that out. This thing, full of my paper junk. Okay, so I was really happy. I thought this shelf worked out nice here. I have this little bench thing that I covered. I'm going to recover it in some fabric sometime that's not so white. But anyway, I thought it's small. It can be like a table. And I was like, I took the end table out of here because it was just too much. You know, I just had too much stuff in here. And like, there's no table here now. I'm like, where do I put my drink, my water, whatever? And so I actually set a book, hard book on here and put my drink on it, you know, because I don't have a tray for that. And I was like, that works. And then I'm happy with the pillows that I have right now. I do want to get a little more like fall stuff. I'm kind of looking for something either plaidish or orange to make a pillow. A sweater. There was a good one, but I was waiting for half off day, and then I ran off and forgot to go over there to the secondhand store. So, okay, and then we have the chair over here, and wood stove, some junk back there I need to do something with. And then, of course, you guys have seen this before, the china cabinet, which is nice to have lots of storage here. Then, of course, I just have to do a quick little vacuum. And it's really not very hard to do in a room this size. Just doing a little spot cleaning right here with some Resolve. This area, my rug came up to right about where you start seeing all those spots. I need to get a little rug to put over this area because it always gets dirty and I'm always cleaning it. Because this rug is so light. Oh goodness help me. This table does not usually look this bad. I mean, I moved the shelf, I took things off and just stuck them on the table, and then stuff from the store is on the table, and we've been gone so much and it's really bad. So it's time to tackle this table and get this mess cleaned up. I'm sure that you have areas in your house that just pile up. I hope it's not this bad, but you know, these things don't belong in this room, so they have to be taken and put somewhere else. Yes, the thing to do is to have less clutter laying around. So I'm working on just having less in the living room. And so that when I do move things around or whatever, I'm not getting so cluttered up like this. I'm really happiest living in a clean space, It's just that when you live in a small space like a single wide mobile home, things can pile up really fast. I've noticed having less dishes to actually wash and less dishes to use in my kitchen has been so helpful for when it's time to clean up. The dishwasher is not working, but it's just not overwhelming to do the small amount of dishes that I have in the kitchen. So how are you at keeping up with your dishes? Maybe this could be a helpful idea for you, just to have less. This will be so much better to come home to than the big mess that I had in here before. So how about you? Are you in need of a little break? Even God made a day to rest and give us a refreshment. So take a break, spend time with God. We spend time with the Lord every Saturday. That's the Sabbath, and so that's what we do to recharge our batteries. And sometimes we are lucky enough to be able to go away on a little getaway. So take that time for yourself and your family and just enjoy life. Thank you so much for watching.